60 Minutes advises the following story contains coarse language. Parental guidance is recommended.
He's a failed soccer player who was awarded an MBE, a tearaway who's worth more than $130 million, a hyperactive master chef who's notorious for his fiery temper and his prolific use of the F word. So prolific, in fact, that here in Australia he prompted a Senate inquiry and reignited the debate about bad language on television. He's Gordon Ramsay, and has he got a serve for us? It's pretty hot stuff, I can assure you. As Ben Fordham discovered, there's no stopping him, a whirlwind who can't be tamed. But be warned, this story contains Gordon Ramsay, so naturally it contains frequent coarse language.
Good save!
He's the television chef with the foul mouth and plenty of attitude.
You'll kill whatever customers we've got left.
But here at home in southwest London, Gordon Ramsay is on his best behaviour.
Sugar.
You missed your calling, mate.
1, 2, 3, go. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Oh, you got your bum showing. And
It's
go.
a rare chance to see Ramsay in his natural environment
51, 52,
and a glimpse of his softer side.
55, 50. That's double jack now! Tilly! Tilly! Yeah!
These girls are going to be a handful for you when they get in their teens.
When they hit the teens, the one place they're not going is Australia, right? Yeah, you're staying here.
In between hanging out with his wife Tana and the 4 kids,
Once they've hatched, they go, we can take the legs off and eat them. What do you mean, no? What would you do with frogs' legs?
there's still the business of being Gordon Ramsay.
So, Mummy's getting upset. We don't get Mum upset.
A quick photo shoot out the back for an upcoming book.
Shut it, Ramsay, now.
Yes! Yes!
Then it's into the kitchen for a cooking show.
Spinach water, spinach for the colour, thickening it with potato, and we're using chicken stock or veg stock.
But amid the chaos, the kids come first.
You work like a donkey, you work your ass off, and they have become our bedrock, really, in a way. They are our, not just our future, but our foundation. And so the time we spend is little, but quality.
All had one go.
Daddy's turn.
Here, it's all fun and games.
Hold on.
But the world knows a very different Ramsay.
You're lucky. I'm not standing here with a fucking writ on your ass about being food poisoned.
He's demanding,
In order to help the kitchen, start pushing the fucking linguine a little bit, yes? So
hypercritical,
the fish is cooked to fuck. There's shit and piss all over the place. Oh, yeah, whatever.
insulting,
It's not a crab cake, it's a crab cake.
bullying.
It looks like I'm going to have to take Daniel to the nut house myself.
And his signature dish is that 4-letter word.
Who the fuck are you to turn around and tell me when you work like a pig? You French pig! Close the fucking place.
People say, does he swear at home? And I think, what a stupid thing to ask. You know, he's home, he's not under high pressure.
No.
So why would he come in the door cursing and swearing?
What about if and when the children swear?
But do you know what? Again, I don't want them tipping-toeing over the situation. They know it's a naughty word.
I don't like it when he says swear words.
You don't like it?
When he says swear words.
You guys don't say swear words, do you?
No.
Oh!
How do you get to have a soccer goal in the backyard?
Yeah, just to piss the neighbours off, really. They're such snobs, so Wandsworth is packed with snobs. Coming from a council estate, trust me.
Ramsay's proud of his working-class background. He was born in Scotland and moved to England at an early age.
Try this and we'll see how it is.
No, absolutely, definitely, yeah, of course. No,
He built his empire from scratch and is now worth about $130 million. And when you sit him down for a moment between television takes, you find out what a remarkable rise it's been.
Your dad was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Your mum, a victim of domestic violence.
Yeah, heavily.
Your brother, a heroin addict.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty picture.
No, I mean, the chances of any form of success were pretty slim.
Must have been a shocking thing as a kid to stand by knowing that your old man is routinely bashing your mum.
Yeah, of course it was hurtful. Watching Mum, putting on a pair of sunglasses in the middle of winter with 2 black eyes. Yeah, of course it was, quite an eye-opener watching my brother shoot heroin in his arm. So what do you do? Do you sit there and indulge, or do you get out of it? I got out of it, and I got out of it quick.
His plan was to become a soccer star, and he very nearly did. He was on target to turn professional when injury ended his playing days at 19. Ramsay needed a plan B.
Going into sort of hotel catering was an excuse to get out of the scenario quickly. Mum and Dad going through a divorce, split up from my girlfriend, and all of a sudden, not a pot to piss in. Broke, and I thought, well, catering, I can travel. I can travel the world. Study for 2 years and get out of this country, because I hated it. And that's how I started getting involved with food.
As a young bloke, you ran a kitchen at a joint called the Wickham Arms.
Yeah. What a shithole.
You had to quit. Well, why did you have to leave?
I slept with the boss's wife because she made, a go for me. I mean, trust me, what 19-year-old chef, fit as a fiddle, built like a gypsy's dog, is going to say no to a stunning 33-year-old wife of your boss? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it was great because all the knowledge that she was teaching me in terms of making love, my girlfriend benefited.
Okay.
What's the matter?
No problem.
No, it's the way you say okay like that, as if you're...
No.
Yeah, but it was great.
No, it was great. We could talk about this for hours.
Well, how long have you got?
Ramsay went from pubs to posh, quickly conquering the world of fine dining. Tonight, he's launching restaurant number 18 in London's West End.
It's a long way from the council estate. Oh shit, I'll say, yeah, definitely. Price and lighting.
His food is now served up in the UK, Europe, the United States, Japan and the Middle East.
Do you feel lucky?
Do I feel lucky? I felt lucky the first day I ever put a chef jacket on, so life's too short to be bitter. I'm not making it in football. Soccer was great, but I have to say now, it's a dream come true.
There's so much fucking around that goes on that is so unnecessary. You're screwing yourselves.
This straight-talking Scot is now the most famous chef on television.
Please tell me you're not looking for a cutter. Where's my cutters? Where's my cutters?
He's not only thoroughly entertaining...
Come on, Nick!
He also gets results, rescuing many restaurants from oblivion.
Well, stop being so fucking stupid. Now you're blaming me for the fucking reservation book.
You don't have to be so rude.
And the funny thing is, a lot of the people he swears at end up swearing by him.
It is amazing what he did. He taught me to stand up and be the owner.
He put his heart and soul into this place. He did save us.
Not that Ramsay's watching.
I've never watched the show. See, this is what you've got to understand, and I'm not saying get it through to your thick head, but I don't sit down and watch them. So it's when you've been there, lived through it, been poisoned by the bastards, do you think I'm going to sit down at home with my fucking yabbies on toast? Yum, 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 yum. Watch myself.
You don't watch your shows?
I've never, ever sat through a Kitchen Nightmares.
I find that hard to believe.
I swear to God.
Oh, fucking hell.
And on the subject of swearing, Gordon Ramsay is now accused of going too far.
And when you're worried about your villa and rock fucking plates that no one's changing, fucking come and tell me. Yeah? Because I'll smash them over your fucking head.
His use of the F word 80 times in one episode...
He just spilled a bucket of fucking tomatoes.
...prompted enough complaints from Australian viewers to make him the target of a Senate investigation.
Harassed and insulted. Fuck me. Take a good look at yourself.
There's now a parliamentary inquiry taking place into your language.
Really? Here's the thing. Australia's quite sort of hard-ass, tough, exciting, boisterous environment. They're now complaining about swearing in Australia. You hypocritical fuckers. Yeah, let me take you down some of the pubs here in London, that are owned and run by Aussies, and you should hear them on a Friday night, yeah? All of a sudden, it's a little bit too harsh for Australia. Fuck off, will you? I don't mean to swear. It's the Muppets that I have to work with, so I deeply apologise to Australia and all those light-hearted, delicate, little dainty souls. Fuck, I'm sorry.
And are the politicians who are going to be sitting on this inquiry?
Politicians are glorified parking attendants. They just waffle their way out of bullshit. So
Forget politicians for a moment. Let's think about parents. In all seriousness, there are plenty of parents out there who are seriously offended by your language and who think that you're setting a really bad example for their children.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, my apologies to any parent, but trust me, in life it doesn't really pay to wrap them up in cotton wool. I don't swear to offend children. I'm a father and I have children of my own. I'm surrounded by children constantly. Put them to bed, be sensible, and if you're not happy with it, switch the fucking television over, you dick.
Point down, you say the loser off out of that door there.
But no one is switching off.
Can we get our diners to boo them? Like they do in a football match. Boo! Yeah. You're shit, and you know you are. Yeah?
He's now got multiple hit shows topping the TV ratings around the world.
You, fuck off back to your sauerkraut.
And his management style
Short-ass little bratwurst.
hasn't changed a bit.
England, England, England! Boo! I know chefs that can't even run a bath properly, let alone run 18 kitchens across the world. So I'm a control freak.
Tana, how do you deal with this? Do you deal with this?
Over the head. No, do you know, I mean, I've seen it. I've been with Gordon since I was 18, so you know, I've seen the pressures, I've seen the
We
excitement.
lost our cherries together.
Oh, stop it.
Here, Mr. Anderson, we're scared of fucking change. No.
For a bloke who didn't start out with much, Gordon Ramsay seems to have found all the right ingredients for a happy life.
Three of them. A, we don't date chefs, and B, they don't become vegetarians. Promise? Yeah. Who are you going to marry when you grow up? Yeah. Exactly. Who are you going to marry when you grow up?
Hello.
You little madam.
And typically, he has some very definite advice for anyone following in his footsteps.
My advice to any young chef anywhere in the world, get out your comfort zone and put yourself in a scenario where you have to build a character, learn a second language, and find out a lot about yourself on your own, without mum, without dad, without your girlfriend, without your boyfriend, and without any money. Put yourself in a situation and build a character. You'll be surprised, 3 years down the line, what that does for your self-esteem. Phenomenal. Oh, more importantly, mind your language.
Hello, I'm Liz Hayes. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9 Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.